Well, this is the other trade-in from last night with the red one. I wasn't gonna wash it. Dad's had to take Mom to a couple doctor's appointments, so I was just puttering around and I'm figuring, let me charge up the batteries. Well, I put the battery charger on this and I'm futzing around and I'm like, why is it dripping under the tractor? And that pile is either overfull of water or definitely no good, because it was dripping. I think that's the spot right there, and that's why the pressure washer got out quick, because it's been doing it a long time. Yep. Goodness. So out came the pressure washer. I figured I might as well save it while I can. And this thing was covered with Union stickers. I don't know if you can see it. All the nice little pieces. That's what happens when you get lazy, or in my case, lazy and got a pressure washer and don't feel like sitting there trying to scrape them out with your finger, and you blast the crap off them. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, see, there's one. Laborers Union number, blah, 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 blah. So, don't get me wrong, I mean, there's always going to be pro or cons. Me, I won't bother. I'll just say that Union didn't help Dad when he needed it in the prison system, so when he was working in there, so that's my opinion and mine on loan. Otherwise, you all can do what you want. But the only thing I was grumbling about, I wonder if that was replaced. See that nice shiny shift or deck level adjuster? I just had to fight one on that swamp thing. It was rusted solid. But yeah, you can see how it ate up the paint. But engine was a little oily, but you know what? Cleaned up real good. Another dead hood. It did run last night, but the battery just ain't got enough anything to crank it today. So that's what got this started. I don't know, there was a Picasso. Maybe his son felt like trying his hand at paint jobs. Looks more like somebody was painting around the house and they just wipe it off on the tractor. That's cute. Another Picasso. So, that's that one. I'm charging one of the crap batteries I got in here because we used up all the new ones in stock, so I'm gonna have to start stocking a few of these, it seems like. So another opposed twin. I haven't seen them in the longest time now. I got rid of one last night and got another to replace it, and it's illegitimate brother. John Deere wheels. Boy. The thing that this has got going for it is it runs. I charge this battery. You know, check out this battery. I think he got them from the Interstate factory defect aisle or something. There's another Interstate, but toasty. Definitely looks like it had some kind of arc issue going on there. It works for the moment, but sure as shoot ain't gonna keep that in there. So, pressure washers had to work out, and there's the decks. This red thing's actually got a 46-inch deck, which is surprising. And Dad was looking at it. It's not. If you look close, you can see it's not. It's actually the bolt. There's like a little shoulder, and the bolt isn't sitting on the shoulder, Dad says. So that'll be a monkey job for him later. This one's missing the chute, but it has a mulch plate. And let's see. You can see this spindle looks like it's okay. This one one of them is cracked. So might be this one. have to flip it over, but anyway, you get the point. It needs a spindle housing. And knowing Dad, he's got them. So, I have to look through the inventory. So, that's another nice day, but it's only started at like 35. Let's see what the temperature is saying now. Gotta love these fancy phones. Let's see. What we got? Say one. I'm getting there. Let's get up like 60. So I'll take it. I is not complaining. So another ramble from the garage. And Rooney, I think after I made that comment to my reply to your comment, dude says this thing needs a head gasket. It don't crank like it needs the valves adjusted, but if we're gonna do a head gasket anyway, you're gonna do it as is because you're there, and it'd be stupid not to. The single intakes are about the same thing as the V-twin. The only difference is obviously you got piston top dead center on the V-twin. Use your old, screwdriver in the spark plug hole and crank it over. Obviously you want the top tin off so it makes it life easier. Spin it over until you get it top dead center, and then I think it's just a hair past it. So you're just going down a hair. And make sure, obviously on compression stroke, so both of them are closed. And then you gap them. I think they run like 5 to 8 thousandths, but I don't know off the top of my head. That you'd look up in the manual, but it's easy, Rooney. I can tell you're Mr. Tech, old school like I am. Valves, nah, they stay in the block. What the heck you talking about? Flathead boys. Yeah. So anyway, there's my ramble for this morning. Now I'll listen to a blue jay trying to make himself sound like a hawk, and I'll just enjoy sitting out here and warming up a little morning, watching the birds and the traffic. Neighbor went by with his brand new Coyote. I think that's how you say it, the Kioti tractor. Yeah, he needed one for clearing brush in his daughter's. He got it with the backhoe and the front end loader. One of these days I'd love to have a small version, because obviously don't need a big one, but see the pile of dirt, Dad's doing it the hard way. He ain't getting any younger, and the way my back is, I could probably use a machine. Sure would make life easier around here, because instead of picking up things and whatnot, or now in this case it's more like watching Dad do it that really ticks me off. Like Dex, he's gotten to where he can use the wheels. I just hate watching, here I am 45 years old watching my 75-year-old father lifting and lugging when I was the one doing that. Ticks you off, you know what I mean? But God willing, sooner or later I'll be back. Maybe not the same as I was, but if I can at least get a little medical help, it would be nice. So, like that thing. I'm gonna let that battery charge up. What the hell? The hell did he do there? You see the deck hanger? Why are they backwards? I hope they're just backwards, or did he unhook them? No, he unhooked them from the front. What the hell? Oy. Well, he did also leave the rods in the front connected to the tractor instead of the deck. That was a joy to get it off his truck. Kept pile driving itself. Oh well. Alright, enough rambling.